Increasing the overlay on older face frame cabinets will modernize the look of your cabinets and is a cost-effective way to transform an older kitchen. New doors allow for the use of concealed hinges, which makes for a cleaner look, and a hinge with soft close feature means no more slamming doors. Let's get started with a couple of key terms. What is overlay? Overlay is the amount of face frame that gets covered by your doors. By measuring for doors with increased overlay, you can reduce the amount of reveal, or face frame, that's showing on your cabinets. The overlay that you measure for needs to match the hinge that you're using. Think of them like buddies. In other words, if you're measuring for 3/4 overlay, you have to use a 3/4 overlay hinge. So what's reveal? Reveal is the amount of face frame showing when the doors are closed. In other words, the gap left over from your overlay. The reveal will decrease as your overlay increases. So how can we determine the overlay to use? We can determine our overlay by two different ways. 1, the width of our face frames, and 2, based on the standard overlay hinges that are available. The most common hinge overlays are a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/4 inches, but there are other overlays available. Step 1. Measure the width of the face frame on the hinge side of the cabinet. This will determine the overlay of the hinge we're going to use. In this case, our frame width is 1 inch. So, given the overlay hinges available, we're going to use a 3/4 inch overlay, which means we'll have a 1/4 inch of face frame revealed on the hinge side of the new door when it's closed. Step 2. We're going to measure this double door cabinet for 3/4 inch overlay on the hinge side of the doors. But we're also going to make the doors wider so that the handle side of the doors are really close together. This will cover up that center stile running between the openings and give it a modern look. Measure the overall width of the cabinet opening from inside frame edge to inside frame edge. For this cabinet, we have an opening width of 24 3/4 inches. We'll use this formula to determine the width. 24 3/4 divided by 2, because we have 2 doors, equals 12 3/8. 12 3/8 plus 3/4 minus 1/16 equals 13 1/16. Step 2b. For a single door, it's very similar. We'll take that single door width and we'll add 3/4 inch this time to both sides. If we have an opening of 6 1/4 and we add 3/4 to both the hinge and handle side of the door, our new door width will be 7 3/4 inch. Step 3. The simplest way to measure for the height of new doors is to make a mark on your face frame where you'd like the top of the door to sit, and make another mark on the face frame where you'd like the bottom of the door to sit. When doing this, consider the amount of reveal you want at the top and bottom. In this case, we want that same reveal as the sides of our doors, so we're going to measure for doors that allow for a 1/4 inch of reveal at the top of the cabinet and a 1/4 inch of reveal at the bottom of the face frame. Increasing the overlay when refacing is a great way to modernize older face frame cabinets. Be sure to remember to 1. Measure your frame width first. 2. Choose an overlay hinge that's at least 3/16 less than your frame width. And 3. Use our formula for double doors of double doors equal opening width divided by 2 plus hinge overlay minus 1/16. And for a single door, opening width plus hinge overlay plus hinge overlay. Did you find this video helpful? Be sure to subscribe so that you never miss our latest how-to content.